Welcome to our presentation on Chapter 9, Motivation and Emotional Intelligence. The chapter explained how motivation plays a part in emotional intelligence. Emotion is the foundation for creativity, passion, optimism, drive, and transformation, all factors that play a big part in achieving leadership. This goes along with motivation, which is described as a quality that distinguishes a good leader from a great one. Motivation can be seen as a synonym for enthusiasm, initiative, and persistence. It is very important for us to find meaning in what we do because that is what sustains motivation. Meaning is a driving factor in how much energy we put into our everyday tasks. The more meaning, the more motivation we'll bring into our careers, which will result in better performance and a more productive work environment. When we allow meaning to give us motivation, we foster an inner energy that pushes us to do our very best and prevents us from being distracted or influenced by externals, which decrease our creativity and energy. Defining your purpose. Most of us can get caught up in little details and forget about the big picture. One way to prevent this is to make sure you are defining your purpose. Reconnecting with your purpose is a great way to restore energy and motivation to your life. Here are some ways to help you find meaning in what you do. Pay attention to what is exciting to you and then do more of it. This is important for your emotional well-being. Everyone needs to have at least one area of life in which they feel enthusiastic. Another way to find meaning in what you do is to look at your organization with fresh eyes. Pretend you're telling a 6-year-old what you do. When you tell a 6-year-old, you tell them about how what you do affects them and other people. Optimism. We tend to gravitate towards people with positive attitudes because that's contagious. The same can be said for the opposite. No one wants to be around negative people. Optimism is often associated with hope, which is an important part of emotional intelligence. Hope allows us to carry on, even when we encounter obstacles. An optimistic person looks for the good in the world. Even though it can be seen as easier said than done, being an optimist has to do with shifting your perspective. Here are some suggestions for increasing motivation and optimism. Each day, at the end, list 5 good things that happened, even if it was a bad day, because that will help you realize that things are never 100% bad. Another suggestion, set aside a time each day which is a focus time. Even small successes on big projects will help keep your motivation up for the long haul. This would be a time when you're not available for other things, but you just concentrate on something specific in your work. Another suggestion, break tasks down into smaller steps that are manageable. Make a list of them. If you make the first step an easy one, you'll already have a success under your belt when you go to the second step. Success adds immeasurably to motivation. Creativity. One of the results of improving motivation is the ability to see things with a new perspective, which leads to increased creativity. When you have creativity and motivation, you'll have new ideas that will benefit your work. So, learn to value and encourage new ideas in yourself and in others. Here are some suggestions for increasing creativity. Stay open to ideas. Try not to criticize. Even if an idea sounds crazy, don't toss it out right away. Encourage collaboration, because often good ideas happen with that. Reward and recognize people when they make contributions. Don't take credit for other people's ideas and recognize good ideas. Read outside your field and look for ways to connect that to your job or your work. We hope you've enjoyed our presentation.
Created using Powtoon.